I'm starting to wonder in this book, how long can you go on without really exploring the evil threat side of the story? Like, issue one was, raising up King Arthur, and kind of an evil version of it. I still don't know why he's evil, but there's no. He had a few lines in the first issue, and now it's just he's kind of gone missing mainly. Like, there's a few little snippets throughout these issues, and it seems like this Galahad character that was brought in with King Arthur is more the main person to drive this side of the story from the bad guys, But issue 5, I guess not a lot to talk about. Like, I was just counting there. There's like 7 pages of kind of catch up from when the grandfather took himself out of the picture, or out of the as being an avatar for the story. So by him killing himself, it means that the Grail is now accessible by the baddies to bring in, like, this evil Britain again. And the only way to kind of turn the tables is for the granny to become the father figure, so she gets I don't think anyone really cares, to be honest, if anybody's watching this video. But essentially, there's a lot of pages of kind of chat and like really amazing acting, as in like the way Dan Mora has drawn this. Like the pages are interesting, and there's just great poses. Like, even see that this middle one here, I don't know if you can see my cursor, but the way the granny's holding the gun and stuff like that. Like, but essentially she kind of has to kill herself to enable the grandson Duncan to enter the world, and he has to go in and get the Grail, because like he's kind of like an avatar for Percival. And but I guess with this issue there was a lot of that kind of build up, 7 pages of build up. I think another 7 pages here. Like, that's a beautiful page where he kind of enters this world, and it's like this castle. This is where the Grail is being held, and like the granny has given him advice, things to avoid, like, kind of like a big sleeping dragon, some weird bed with arrows in it, like a hand coming out of a cauldron, and I was like, I was getting really kind of hyped for this. Like, I was like, he's gonna go in there and he's gonna have to take on Galahad, and he comes across, Galahad is about to get the Grail. I was like, this is just gonna go like crazy, and it's going to be like really exciting. And one of our King Arthur's knights turn up, but because he's not part of the said script or story in this Arthurian legend, he kind of just gets incinerated by the magic or whatever. And then Duncan is going to kill Galahad, but then he decides, I can't, because he has to play the role of Percival. He has to be a good knight, so he drops his gun, and then Galahad's like, that's a bit silly, and holds up a sword to his face. But this is kind of what bugged me. Like, so it was all this build up, right, and then literally Duncan gives Galahad one punch, grabs the Grail, and he's out of the kind of other world and back with the granny, all in one page. Like, so like there was probably nearly like 14 pages of build up to this, and then it's just like bang, back back out, and he's back with the granny. But the granny kind of tricked him. I think he had to bring the Grail back to destroy it, so now it's kind of inaccessible. But I still, like I said before, it's kind of like a dating a beautiful woman, like, and she's doing a lot of annoying things, but you're willing to let that slide just because she's so beautiful. It's the same with this book. It's amazing to look at, and I'm hanging in there. Like, sometimes I think books kind of wrap up a story after 6 issues, so I'll see where it goes on the next one, and then I don't know, I might take a break from it. Like, but there's just a lot of kind of I guess it gives me a lot to talk about while reading this. Lots of things to have opinions. I guess it did end on an exciting note with Duncan actually being given Excalibur. So I think the lady in the lake, I see lots of hands coming out of the water here, so I'm not sure what that means. But this potentially has set up, I think, Duncan to take on Arthur, and Duncan has Excalibur. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes, but I'm I'm hanging in there now at this point, but yeah, I'll leave it at that.